The grind of the Score Series in Mexico it will dominate your year. We're looking at 10, 11 weeks in Mexico this year. It's not just going to Mexico for 2 weeks and coming back. The planning and the preparation is months in advance. You're trying to eat right, you're trying to hydrate, you're putting in the big long days, and then you're working on the truck at night, and you're exhausted. You just have to have that mindset and know this is a job, this is work. And the reward comes at the end. That's what we're working towards. Baja 400. This was a race I decided I was going to drive myself the whole race. It's 430, 440 miles total. This was not a high-speed, wide-open course. This was not San Felipe. This was going to be much slower, and this was going to be a lot of work.
500, I feel like we were more on, kill mode, and I feel like this time it was more, hey, you know what? We had issues at San Felipe, we had issues at 500. Let's get through a clean one.
My mindset was I wasn't going to go, 99%. I was going to work to take care of the truck. I was going to work hard to take care of myself. So we loaded up pre-runners. We got down there, we got to Mexico, and we gave ourselves 5-6 days to pre-run.
Get the hat backwards.
Pre-run was quite eventful this year. We brought down my little 7200 truck and a friend's Can-Am, his new Can-Am Maverick R.
We take off pre-running. We planned on pre-running 180, 200 miles. We got about 120, 140 miles in.
Most miserable spot back there. The whole front suspension bolt came out of his Can-Am. So the whole A-arm came off. He just pitched it off into the side, and I got some pictures. We had to do some real MacGyver shit to get this thing back together. The rear tire of the chase truck here, and ratchet strap it to the truck to pull it back in. Sucked. Today's a day where we're gonna spend, 8-10 hours to go 60 miles. It's slow.
Got up the next day. Got back out there.
Who knows, maybe that mouse that was eating my fucking sandwich last night fucking had some wire for dessert.
This is, if it can go wrong, it will and did in spades.
Number one?
Yeah.
Are you plugged in still?
No.
Fucking racing, man.
We made it all the way to race mile like 360 and catastrophic failure.
Hit a rock and exploded the steering rack on the Can-Am, so both tires were just flopped like this.
Slow, slow.
down, Tracy, slow down. Slow down. It was 26 miles. We towed him with the tires just flopping.
So we got basically one complete lap of pre-running done over the course of 5 days. And that was tough. In a race where you're gonna drive the 400 miles, you want a couple, 3 laps. You want to see that course. You want to feel confident in that whole course. And we just didn't have that. It didn't happen. We had problems. Qualifying day. So we have a race truck that we have not driven in the desert. We have not driven much outside of it did some dyno work. We took it straight to Mexico. We're relying on everything to just work. We get to qualifying. It's at Nelson Ranch. Phenomenal qualifying course. I really like that course. Anytime you have to stop and do a sharp corner, the all-wheel drives have an advantage, but you could stretch it out a little bit in there and we could run hard.
There was definitely a lot of off camber turns and very loose. We can pull this off.
And we ran a pretty good sight lap. Really tried to burn that into memory. And they start lining up for the actual qualifying lap, and I see first truck take off, and second truck, third, and I think we might have been fourth. And we get lined up and we're like, all right, let's go. Let's give it 110%. And so we light it.
Man, we just hit every mark perfect. Everything was going so good, and we come out of that last 180 left.
We come out of that last corner, and we were carrying good speed and clicked down into third.
Go, go, go! Come on, shift. It's not shifting.
Rev limiter, no gear.
Fuck! Fucking A, dude. You fucking killed that run!
I think we gave up about 30, 34 seconds in that little coast.
Everyone's like, man, I thought you guys would have hit that jump at the finish line a lot harder than that.
Lost tranny. Nothing. We had to coast all the way down over the finish line jump, all the way down the hill through the lights.
So we ended up falling back in the field to position 16. We were as close as we'd ever been to a top 10 in qualifying, which for two-wheel drive truck would have been really exciting, would have been really fun for us.
Looked at the data afterwards, because maybe it said it before and I just missed it. When we looked at the data afterwards, the converter didn't get above normal temperature until after we went back down in a second after the tranny was gone.
Slide a tranny in this fucking thing.
So we load that truck up, go back to the house. We have the transmission out of it in 30 minutes. We pulled the reservoir out, we drained all the fluid on there. We got a fresh transmission sitting there on the trailer. We start putting that back in.
Put in a new tranny, had another one brought down from the States.
we started welding things up, and we had that truck ready to race. We're like, you know what? We're pre-running the race truck. That's what's happening. I'm going to go do it. We've got to make sure this truck's gonna hold together and we don't have any problems. So the day after the qualifying, we've got the fresh tranny in the truck. We've made some adjustments to our shifter. We go out Thursday morning. We go run the last 50, 75 miles of the course. Truck felt awesome. So we get back to the trailer, we get the truck loaded up, we go back to the house, and I'm exhausted, but I start to really feel sick. And I start to get the chills, and then I'm sweating, and I'm like, this is really not good. And then, you know, I didn't want to tell everybody because I didn't want the whole team and everybody to start, you know, thinking about it, right? I'm sitting in the truck, wasn't belted in, we're just sitting in the driveway, and I kind of lunged forward to grab the net and just drove my head straight into the radios that hang down right here and just opened my head up. So I just kind of sneak out away from everybody. I go to bed, and I had a horrible night. I was just sicker than a dog. Get up the next morning, feel pretty weak. Don't feel very, very strong, a little just off. Went and got a race IV, fluids and whatever cocktail they put in those things. I talked to those guys down there in the medical tent. They gave me tape and gauze and all this other stuff and showed me how to bandage my head up so that I could race the next day. Got through tech, contingency.
He's out of Bozeman, Montana. Number 78, Tracy Poole.
So we're a long ways getting down here, but we made San Felipe. We've done finish there at two problems.
I go home that night, and the next day's race day. Try to dial it back to 80% and run a smooth run, take care of the truck, and get it through. So from the bottom of my heart,
Glad to be here.
thank you very much. Wake up in the morning and I'm marginal at best. And I'm like, there's no way. I'm not backing out of this. Everybody's come a long ways. I'm gonna do this. We got all our gear, got the race truck, got downtown. Got lined up. The ceremonial start was at 9 o'clock. We're in the truck at 8:30. And you sit in line and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And they do the ceremonial start. And then you drive all the way out of town. It's a 30-minute drive in the race truck. You've been in the truck for an hour and a half before you ever actually start the race. So I'm drinking as much as I can. I'm hydrating. I'm just trying to stay, ahead of everything. And finally, I can hear the motors revving up. Like, all right, now it's a countdown.
Oh. He's a little loaded up. A wee bit.
Let's get this going.
Go, 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 go! We are off the line, off the line. Straight, straight, straight. Medium 90 right, medium 90 right.
Everything's running pretty smooth.
And I'm doing just what I had set out to do. I'm driving not 100%, I'm probably driving 85%. And I'm like, take care of the truck, take care of the tires, let's have a clean run. Go by one of our chase trucks, and he radios in, and he's like, "You're falling behind."
Liver right. Okay, 45 right, 45 right. Left. Okay, right here.
I knew Tracy wasn't feeling good. He got sick 2 days before the race. I knew he wasn't 100%.
Left. Okay, Tim Herbst is not too far behind us. I think he got room, but I'm just letting you know he's made up time on us. Okay.
The Herbst truck is 2 minutes behind you and gaining, and I'm like, crap.
There's big granite boulders everywhere. I mean, the truck can barely make each turn.
I got to push harder. I got to toughen up here.
Took the other line, I think I saw him. Just kind of right here, I'll tell you. Yeah, there they are.
Fair and square, he caught us. Let him go. We bat a little dust for a little bit, and then that course it's you know, if it's not straight up, it's straight down. If it's not, you know, hard, you know, 180 right, it's a 180 left, and it's just, we're just grinding through this.
Okay, you have another sharp 180 right at the end right here. Sharp 180 right. Stay.
This is gonna be a long day, and I'm already into my little energy packs. I'm already trying to take those down, and really just feeling sick. It was like being motion sick. A lot of technical, tight, windy, uphill. You know, we start really battling the tough technical stuff again. And then I see a Concrete Motorsports helicopter come over our head. RJ's like, I think the concrete truck's catching us.
When we went through mile 80, they said he was about 45 seconds behind us.
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna race as hard as I can. I'm gonna drive as hard as I can.
To the left, a tiny bit tighter, not much.
And we go up through the mountains and we drop down and we get to the ocean. and cool air in the face. The course starts stretching out. We start getting into third gear. We can start running. It just felt better. You know, I just felt like, okay, we're moving now.
We're in this tight technical stuff down by the beach. You'll turn where you can see back and like, okay, he's about there. And you'll get another one where you can look back again. Okay, there they are. Well, we come down into this ravine and we're going down this ravine. Here comes concrete up over this hill and dives right in front of us.
And those guys are just lit. They're coming down the ridge and we're just coming together just like this. And of course, I checked up, gave him the move.
You took a fucking better line, huh?
So we just start trying to stay with them. And sure enough, we go, 2, 3, 4 miles, and they have to pull into the pit.
They're fueling.
So we go right back by him. Now we're gonna do this game again.
Go. Yep. Right between the fences. Go. Stay.
We played with him for a while, probably a good 15, 20 miles. And then we hit these 2 straights down by the ocean. He got around us.
Our pit wasn't but 15, 20 miles after that. So we race all the way to our pit, race hard. We dive into our pit. So we take off from our first pit. We've had no problems, no flats. We got passed twice, which was in my head. So we push hard, we get down to the highway section. And we drop in, start the cut across the mountains, heading towards Mike's Sky Ranch. Now this section is basically like county road for a while, and then we drop off that county road and it goes into a portion of the course that they went out and cut for this race.
It was very, very technical. Just left, right, just very sharp where the truck could barely even make the turn.
It was brutal.
Straight up.
I thought that section would never end. We did take a wrong turn there.
There's boulders everywhere on the side of this hill. So I get out, I guide him back, we back up, do like a 15-point Austin Powers turn.
And we got back around, we spotted the field probably 4 or 5 minutes there. And we got going again. Got through that section, got back on some roads, and able to click second and third gear again. Get back to Valley T, back on the highway, and quick moment to take a breath. And the next leg of the race is the goat trail.
Concrete is about 5 minutes in front of you guys.
Let's resume race speed.
once you get up the goat trail, you drop up into that higher desert there, and we can run. You can run second and third gear, and for us, that's what we look forward to. Concrete Motorsports helicopter out there. I was like, all right, let's see if we can't catch these guys. I could start to see their dust as we're winding on their course. We can see their dust. We can see their helicopter going by in the distance, and so we keep pushing.
Medium 90, right.
And we get the alarm. We got a low tire. So, you know, RJ's like, find me a spot, find me a spot.
We were going, and all of a sudden started flashing low tires, 20 and 18 and 16, and just slowly working its way down. So we pulled over, got out, changed that flat.
We get pulled over. RJ's, you know, he's just heroic when it comes to changing tires, man. That guy is out of the truck, has a fresh tire on. It's, you know, minute and a half. And that's when we pitted again. It was on the highway there.
Copy that. Changing right rear only. Gas and one tire.
And a new one on the rack on the passenger side.
Copy that. New tire, passenger side, right rack.
Medium 90 left.
Clean pit stop, no problems. We take off, and it's the final push. And I remember we get to Ojos, and I'm like, okay, I can smell it now. We're gonna have a clean run, you know, just stay focused.
Bring her on home, boys.
Right here, yep.
I don't think Scorer realized how slow and tight and technical that race was, because it was getting dark.
Okay, there should be a rock on the right-hand side.
I'd say over 80 to 90% of the race, the field, finished at night.
So we get to it's the qualifying course, and if that's where you start and that's where you finish, you just run it backwards. And so we ran through that.
We have officially crossed the real finish line.
I don't know where we ended up at the time. In that moment, I'm just like, we finished, and we didn't have an engine problem, we didn't have a transmission problem, we didn't have a drive line, we didn't have power steering. We had a clean run, flat tire, a couple wrong turns. Gotta be happy. Turned out to be 8 hours and 40 some minutes of racing, and likely 11 hours sitting in that truck. It was a real bittersweet moment to have a good, clean run. I was frustrated that I couldn't, I was really, really counting on picking off more people and getting to a better position, at a top 10 at minimum. But, once again, once you get in that truck and you stand on the gas, none of that matters anymore. It just becomes really fun.
Yeah, I mean, we're just, come down here and race Baja. It's a bucket list thing, right? It's going to go through, so.
Finishing is so important. And the reward is, the top 10 points come out, and all of a sudden, my phone's blowing up. People are calling me, my friends are calling me, they're texting me, they're saying, hey, congratulations, you've cracked into the top 10. And so we're gonna prepare different for the 1,000. We'll be ready to go for another clean run.
So I guess going into the 1,000, you're racing.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Excited. Really excited to see the course and see how it lays out. Hopefully it goes over to San Felipe and I can run that section.
Then you're not co-driving this time.
Yeah. Yeah. A retired official.